Hi. Welcome, welcome. Hold your questions, okay? Hi. Hi. Hi, everyone. Cities and states, please. Tell me where you're calling in from tonight. Not like you're calling in. But welcome to the Lash411 show. Welcome to another episode. Oh, Rosie, that's so sweet. Rosie Lane said, I schedule my clients around your live videos. Oh, where are you chatting from, Rosie? Make sure you put down your city and your state or country. I'm giving you J-Lo, Jenny from the Block, bun goodness tonight, girls and gentlemen, if there are any. Hi, everybody. Yeah, please put down your cities and states, please. Did you guys bring drinks? I hope so. Did you guys get a chance to see my story today? Like good, some good sets that I was proud of. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, keep posting your cities and states, folks. I'm about to start calling them out. All right, let's go. We've got LA, Tucson, Arizona, LA again, Mexico, Vancouver, San Antonio, LA, Toronto, Jersey, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, Philly, Stockholm, Sweden, Jersey again, Orange County, California, Queens, New York, Muskegon, Michigan, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Austin, Texas, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Mesa, Arizona. Is that it? I mean, that it? No, there's got to be more of you in here than that. Miami, all right, what's up? Okay, so yes or no, did you bring drinks or not? Because you know the deal, right? Somebody's going to come in here tonight and ask what the best something is. They're not here yet, or they might be, who knows? But they're going to come tonight and they're going to ask, what's the best lashes or the best adhesive or what's your favorite da-da-da-da-da, okay? So when somebody comes in with that question, we are taking a little drink. Lisa, you can have water. I'm having tea. I'm not saying whether it's Long Island or regular tea or not, but good. Yeah, let me see some wine glasses if you brought your drink with you. So we've got it at least in like a beer mug. I'm in a boot camp, girls. I've been working out every day this week and my body is hurt. Like I tried to convince myself today that it was the good kind of hurt, but I'm like, fuck that. It's like the bad kind of hurt. And if you don't already know, I speak French fluently. I like the F word. Okay. Yeah? Okay. So, I got a couple of questions by email. So I'm going to go through those first. But did you guys get a chance to see my story today and see the sets that I did today? I hope so, because I'm like super proud of them. I like put my foot into those things. That classic set, 75 minutes, bro. But imagine it took me 20 minutes to take pictures because my phone was messing up. Look, I didn't use the F word that time. Woo-hoo. Okay, so let's see. Oh, also, some new dates potentially added for training. See, I told y'all I was going on tour. It's a tour. So I'm just going to do a quick roll call of the cities and states that I'm going to be teaching volume for beginners. And also, I will be in Los Angeles May 26th to the 28th at the Hollywood Lash Conference. There are going to be 9 educators speaking there. I'm not one of them. I'm just attending. I'm going to be, an attendee. I'm going to be hanging out with Illumina Lashes and helping out with their booth there too. So that's in Hollywood. If you want to attend, I think they still have tickets. Just log in, or actually, if you log into lash411.info, somebody do me a favor and write that down there for me. You can either log into lash411.info and go to the events directory, or you can click the link in my bio and hit events, Lash events. I feel a burp coming on. Okay, it's gone. Okay, so training dates for volume beginners, May 30th to the 31st. Thank you, Unique Chic Life. May 30th to the 31st in Oakland. That's volume beginners or business. Also, if you don't have a license, you can attend the business class, but you do need to be state licensed depending on your state to participate in the technique class, okay? So there's going to be 4 people for the technique class, and then up to 6 more we can add for the business portion. Okay, so May 30th to the 31st, Oakland, California. June 11th to the 12th, Atlanta, in Midtown. June 26th to the 27th, Las Vegas. So if you are going to the IBS IECSC show at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and you want to take a training with me while you're there, let's do it. Also, I'm doing a walking tour on June 25th, so I'm going to take all you lash artists around to the booths, all the lash booths. We've already got about 15 people who signed up. Very nice. So yeah, I'm just going to take you directly to the booth. If you don't know about the Las Vegas trade, you should take a look also at the events directory. So click the link in bio, hit Lash events, okay? July 9th to the 10th in New Jersey. Volume beginners and business. July 16th to the 17th, Dallas, Texas. July 30th to the 31st, Houston. August 13th to the 14th is New York. Somebody just asked about New York. And August 20th is in Miami, and that is just business only. Okay. And I'm adding Los Angeles. I think right now, beginners might be winning. I have to go tally up the votes, but I'm for sure, I know I got 4 votes for each. So I might just do an experienced class because all these classes right here are beginners. So Los Angeles, the date's coming up. I have to finalize that with my good friend Cammie, Loves Blossom, because we're going to use her space in Redondo Beach. But so those are the dates, and if you have any questions about the workshops and or training, we'll get into that when you can. So, yeah, now let me go right into, what up, Chicago, Chi-Town? Let's get into some of the questions that I got by email first, and then I'm going to let you guys let her rip. Plus, my phone's going to die soon, so we might make this short. So a question from Brandy Freeman. Brandy, are you in here? Brandy asked, when is it a good idea to stop accepting new clients? I work part-time, so I have to keep a constant clientele. When a couple stop coming, I feel it. However, when I accept new clients, I get filled quickly and regular clients complain about spots being unavailable. What's the balance? This is a great question. And it's very simple. Your clients wouldn't be complaining about getting a spot if they booked their next appointment before they left. You want to book your clients in advance, especially if they're the loyal kind who are coming every 2 to 3 weeks anyway. So you should either set them up with a recurring appointment, or as we call them, a standing appointment, where you automatically book them every 2 to 3 weeks if you have an online scheduling system, or you, no questions yet, darling, or you, you either set up a recurring appointment or you book them before they leave. So as soon as you've checked them out, you've taken the money, you say, okay, would you like to book your next appointment? Done. Then they already have an appointment. Then there's nothing that they have to be upset about. Okay, does that answer your question, Brandy? Yes? Now, when is it a good idea to stop accepting new clients? When your book is full. When you don't have any room. I mean, you can fit a full set here and there if you happen to have a filled cancellation, but if you have nowhere to put them 2 to 3 weeks from then because you're already booking those next clients in, that's why you should have your schedule kind of planned out 3 weeks in advance. That's when you know. So, but you're part-time as well. So how are you going to know, I guess, then when to go from part-time to full-time? Okay. Let's see. Let me see. There was another question. Question came from Hilda Wendell. When doing mixed sets, how do you start? Classic first, volume first? I start classic first. Think of it like if you were building a house, like from scratch. They lay the bones, like the wood, the frame of the house first, and then they fill it in with all the good stuff, like the insulation and stuff. So think of classic lashes as the frame, the wood, you know, the wood, and think of the filling, the insulation, as your volume. So start classic first, because that way you get a clearer picture of your frame and the skeleton that you're creating, and then fill it in with volume. Okay, another question from Chelsea Trowbridge. Chelsea, you in here? Let's see. How do you deal with very fine blonde lashes? I had a client that had thin blonde lashes with a ton of itty bitty lashes, and I had an extremely difficult time with the set of classics. I was using 0.15 diameter and 7 to 10 millimeter in length. Are there any tricks to make lashing easier on those types of lashes? Okay, so when dealing with lighter lashes, blonde, light brown, if your visibility, you need help with that, there you have two options. One is Illumino Lashes has these green eye gel pads. Hold on, I've got a pair here. And they're actually specifically kind of to help with this. This is like, that's one of their selling points on these. These are them. And if you happen to buy these, use my code LASH411. You can also find that on the website. Okay, so these are the green eye gel pads. Please pardon my nails. I just have not had the time. And I'm getting my lashes done tomorrow, by the way. Okay, anyway. So these are the green eye gel pads. And apparently when you use these, hold on. There we go. Also, if you're a taper, these are good too, to tape them down. You can see the blonde lashes better. Now, another option as well is there are the stickers that go on top of your gel pad. They come in black, blue, or pink. You can get those from Lash Effects. So also, if you just go on to lash411.info, click the link in my bio and hit search Lash411, and type blonde lashes, you'll see the products that I'm telling you about. Isn't that so simple and easy? Yeah, I know. Look at what I did for us, guys. Okay. Good song, right? Okay. So I think that was it for those of you who decided to send your questions in. But I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Go ahead. Let her rip. Type your questions. Go. Do you know what's nice too about Illumino's packaging? Is that they actually put instructions on how to use the pads. I think more lash brands should start doing shit like that. I think I'm gonna have us all sign a petition. What do you say? Like, I feel like lash brands should start labeling the adhesive and say things like shake vigorously for 30 to 60 seconds before dispensing a drop, or this adhesive is best used in this humidity and this temperature. I think they should be a little bit more responsible and have that on their bottle and packaging. I don't mean on a box, I mean on the actual physical bottle. Because so many people are using adhesives and they don't even know how to properly use it. And it's not their fault, I mean, to an extent. That just comes with, you know, I guess ignorance. Ignorance is bliss, isn't it? Until you burn yourself with some adhesive. Has anybody here ever dropped adhesive like on their pants or like, yeah, on their pants? No? Am I the only one? Okay. Oh, I didn't even fucking see all these questions coming. Shit. Sorry, guys. Okay. Questions. What do you soak your tweezers in when glue gets caught on them while doing a client? Well, A, you should have an extra set of tweezers in the case that this happens. B, you should have acetone on standby. That's what's going to clean off the tweezers, the glue off the tweezers. So you can either buy the little squares that are for removing nail polish, but it has to have the acetone in it, so you can have those on standby to clean your tweezers if you don't have an extra pair. Let's see. Lash by Nora. How was your beginning? How do you mean? Can you just explain a little bit more your question? To Ella Lashes. Should we use a seal after lashing? I don't. You could, but only on classics. Don't use it on volume because it'll close the fans. It's like applying mascara. Am I doing a tour in Chicago? I have a friend in Chicago. I got to talk to her about whether or not we can use her space. What can I use to get my humidity higher in my workspace? A humidifier. You can buy one from Walmart, from Amazon. Just get a humidifier and put it next to your work area where you're going to be working. Don't put it across the room. That's Lisa. Lisa, we can go over that when we have our mentorship meeting. But if you want to get one before them, yeah, you can go. I'm trying to see where the one is that I have. I haven't used it, actually. This is where I am today, 40%. I think the last time we talked was at 30, and probably a time before that I was like at 19. So we are in spring, honeys. Any suggestions? I'm a new artist to build and market myself. Yes, please click the link in my bio, hit search LASH411, and type in 5 free ways to get business. There's a post on that. Either that or scroll through the Instagram feed. That's the best thing I can suggest for you right now. Of which, by the way, if you guys are like laying in bed at night or like Sunday, lazy Sunday, and you're not doing anything and you're new to this page, I highly suggest that you just start from the bottom and work your way up. For real. Like, there's tons and tons of information. Like, I have to constantly remind myself that there are new followers every day, and that even though I've been here from the beginning and I know what I have posted on the page, and I usually don't like to repeat, you know, because there's just so much information to cover, I also have to realize that, you know, some of you are new. So I gotta reintroduce things sometimes. But yeah, whenever possible, just start from the bottom, work your way up. And if you're looking for something in particular, just click the link in my bio, hit search LASH411, and search the term that you're looking for. The website also works better if you're a member. So sign up. It's free. Okay. I just ordered Lash Makers glue. How long do they take to arrive? It's my first time, and it didn't say Amy White Lashes. No offense, but I don't work for Lash Makers. I'm not their customer service. What makes you think that I could tell you when it will arrive? I don't mean to be an asshole, but okay. How do you prevent the lashes to glue to the gel pad? You may need to lift. So use a biogel pad or tape to lift the lid. So if they have downward facing lashes or lashes that are touching the pad, then you need to lift a little bit. How long did it take you to get to a decent speed? I just started and it's taking me 3 hours right now. 3 to 6 months of consistent practice. You should get yourself down to 2 hours. It could take a while. It really depends on you. But by your second and third year, you should be totally straight. But I also mixed in volume. So now that I do volume, and that's more time consuming. I had this conversation with somebody today in a DM. Because I do volume and it's more time consuming, when I find myself doing a set of classics, it goes so much faster because there's no handmade thought process going into it. So I'm just like I whiz right through it. And another thing, guys, and I'm going to do a post about this, but one of the tips to speed lashing, if you will, is knowing where you're going, okay? Let me give you an example. Imagine two people imagine I get into my car, you get into your car, and we're both going to the same destination, right? I have a map or a navigation system. I just pop the address in and that shit's gonna tell me how to get there, right? But you have no idea how to get there. Like, nobody gave you instructions. All they told you was, here's the address, but you don't know how to get there. Who do you think's gonna get there faster? Me, who has the map, or you who doesn't? Me, because I have a map, right? So you have to start drawing a map so that while you're working, you just go into a flow. It's already written there for you to know what lengths you're placing where to keep it symmetrical, okay? I hope that analogy makes sense. So again, we're both going to the same place in two different cars, and we both have the same address, right? So for example, a lash design, we both have the same lash design, but I have the map. I'm actually using a map to show me what to do, okay? Who's gonna get there first? Me. It's like, it's instructions. It makes it super easy, like dummy proof. Any retention problems, how did you get over it? I moved locations. I had a retention problem because I was also in a salon and my room wasn't very well ventilated. I had no control over the temperature or the humidity, and I think I was also shock polymerizing the adhesive, although then again, if it was because of the ammonia, that was already what was shocking it. So I moved here. I changed environment. So if you're having a huge retention problem, that could be a multitude of reasons. How old is your glue? Are you storing it properly? Did you shake it enough? Could be your client's aftercare. Could be your environment. Are you using your glue in the right temperature and humidity? It could be a slew of things. So you have to try different things one at a time to troubleshoot and eliminate. Should I tell my fellow lash artist that I'm unhappy? I find lashes stuck together. She doesn't take off grown out lashes. One eye is always much more fuller than the other. If you guys work in the same place, bring her over and show her. Or take pictures. Show her, and maybe don't even tell her that it's her work. I don't know. Take a picture instead. And show her and say, hey, do you see this? What do you think about this? And see what she says. And then tell her, yeah, this was your client. But the only way that you're going to be able to help her is if you tell her. You got to be honest. I mean, ask yourself, how would you want somebody to give you advice? Because I know it's a sensitive topic. Like, this is our art, you know? Sensitive about my shit. You know what I'm saying? But how would you want somebody to approach you? ¿Cuál es el valor de las clases para volumen lashes? Well, se lo depende. Are you doing a group or are you going to do private? Do you want to do a mentorship? Se lo depende. Mándame un mensaje. Yes, se habla español. We speak Spanish, baby. Do you wear a mask, and if so, what kind? I just use one of these. This is a charcoal carbon mask. Not charcoal, it's just a carbon mask, sorry. I got a pack of 100 for like $10 at the Lash shop. And anytime I talk, then it starts to go down, and the next thing you know, I'm like this. And I throw it out probably like every 3 days and just get a new one. Do you lash every lash when doing volume, or do you stop when you see it looks full? Here's the thing. Well, I try to do every lash. Definitely if time permits, and if, you know, they have easy lashes to isolate. That's always the goal. The goal should always be trying to get every lash, okay? Truth be told, when clients' eyes are closed, they may not look as full as they would when they're open. So you can get kind of an idea of how full they are when they look closed, although sometimes it might look see-through, or you might think, oh gosh, this doesn't look dark enough or fluffy enough, and the next thing you know, they open their eyes and you're like, oh wait, I'm wrong. Like, they're fucking fine, they look amazing, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, bottom line, your goal is always to get as much as possible. Have you ever used the microfoam cushion tape? No. Wait. I think I had something like it. I think I bought it one time just so I would have it on standby, like if I ever ran out of something, but I didn't really like it. So if there's anybody here who likes that stuff, leave a comment. By the way, if any of you have used any of the products that are on Lash411.info, please leave your review and rating there. It's anonymous, so don't worry about, a company knowing what you wrote about their product. Just tell the truth. If you liked it, give it 4 stars. If you didn't like it, say what you didn't like about it. The whole purpose of the rating and review system, it's like Yelp of these products and brands and events. The whole purpose behind that is so, like, for example, you guys ask me all the time what I think about a product. I'm only one person and I haven't tried everything. But like collectively, all of us together, like if we all put our heads together and all like just share in one place where it's stored. I don't mean like in the forums, when somebody comes in and says, do you know who has the best this or who da-da-da-da? Look, you leave an answer or you get no answers or you get like 50 answers and then you're stuck sorting through all that, and then tomorrow another girl's gonna come in and ask the same question, right? But say for example, you wanted to go look at Illumino's green eye gel pads, right? And you wanted to know what all the members on Lash411 who've used this, you wanted to know what they thought about it. Would they buy it again, right? Well, you got to go leave a review about the product so that the rest of us can know. So that's another thing I'm going to need you to do this weekend. I'm going to probably send you guys an email with all this shit. I want you, if you have free time, sign up, log in to lash411.info. It's the social network for lash artists. Go to the directory, like the product directory, and go look. If there's any products in there that you've used, leave a review about them. Again, it's anonymous. So nobody's going to know who you are, who left it. But we're going to be able to read your thoughts, and we're going to be able to reply to you and ask you more questions if we have them. Okay? Thank you. I don't know why I keep kissing you guys. I think I'm just happy. Let's see. The only benefit from a nano mister is to dry the lashes faster. Do we need to use this, or it doesn't matter? The benefit of the nano mister is to cure the cyanoacrylate, which therefore will be eliminating any fumes when the client opens their eyes. So, do you need to use it? No. I mean, hello, what were people doing when there weren't a nano mister? They were just using a fan to blow the fumes out of the way. But then we were also telling the client to wait 24 hours before they could get their lashes wet. So it's up to you whether or not you want to use it. But if you do use one, hold it a ruler's length away. Don't hold it here. Hold it like here. And let it just mist onto their eyes. Please explain the great thing about the humidity in the room. Your adhesive loves humidity. It will cure when there's more humidity. So humidity means like wetter. So the more moisture that there is in the air, the faster your adhesive will dry. So if you're using an adhesive that requires, I don't know, between 30 and 50% humidity, and your room is 65%, now that means it's 15% over what your adhesive likes. Your adhesive is going to dry faster, which means that if it has, say, a 2 to 3 second bonding time, it might dry in 1 to 1.5 because the humidity is higher. Okay? Again, this is why when you're purchasing adhesives, it's imperative that the brand include on their product description, like on the website, what the adhesive's requirements are. And this comes back to what I was saying about, I really feel like brands should start labeling their bottles with this information. Because you may not even remember it after you buy it, right? And you should have one of these. I hear it's a hygrometer. I call it a hydrometer, whatevs. It's a little device like a thermometer that can read your temperature and your humidity. You can get one of these from Amazon, like 14 bucks, okay? I swear, if somebody asks me, where do you get one of these? Come on, guys. Google is like your friend, and so is Lash411.info. Just hit the search button, boom, type in the term of what you're looking for. And if it's not there, let me know, and I'll get to working on adding it. Or if you want to help me out, you could add it. You can add listings. Did you know that? Oh, let's see. Would you recommend storing your glue in the fridge? Not if it's been opened. Never. Oh, Lisa said to take a drink. Did somebody ask? Ooh. Guys, and my phone might die soon. Oh, I hope not, because then I can't say the live. Oh, fuck. Don't store your glue in the fridge unless it's not opened. Who's drunk? Whiplash. Am not. I'm drinking tea. That was wicked rude. I only asked because you use them. And I live in New Jersey. Okay, Amy, wait. This is referring to whether or not I know lash makers shipping. That was rude. I live in New Jersey. Do you live in New Jersey? If you live in New Jersey, it might get to you within 2 to 3 business days. But it's not. What's rude is you asking me as if I work for the company. I don't know where you live, but what I can tell you is they're shipping from Miami, okay? How do I prevent red eyes? Is it glue? Make sure that the eyes are completely sealed with the iPads. Have proper ventilation as well. Let's see. Want to know, is there a way to actually know if the lash that fell is a natural lash that shed or it shed prematurely? Want to know, is there a way to actually know if the lash that fell is a natural shed or it shed prematurely? If it's a natural shed, the extension is going to be attached to the natural lash. If it's shed prematurely, then there's going to be no natural lash. It's just going to be the extension. I appreciate that, Amy, that you ordered them because you follow me, but I also hope that, you know, it's an adhesive that you work fast enough for. That's the other thing. I put a little disclaimer up the other day. Like, I work fast. So that adhesive is a 1 to 2 second bond time. If you work fast or you have more experience, then it may work well for you. But if you're new, you know, sometimes you guys, when you ask what kind of adhesive somebody used, because you see really great retention from their work, that doesn't mean that it'll work for you. So just keep that in mind. Have you tried Lash Affair's lash maps? Do you like them or do you prefer to draw your own? That's the only ones I use. I'm sorry, Amy, if I made you feel like, or if I made you feel like an asshole, but, you know, sorry. What if it's you are trading service with someone and they are dancing in lashes? How do you handle it? Well, then, oh, if they're damaging it, well, then stop trading with them. Simple. Thank you, Ambitious Nikki. Really, Amy, don't feel that way. I have a client, no matter what patch I use or tape, as soon as she closes her eyes, they disappear. She has deep set eyes, it's impossible to see. Sometimes those are hard ones. I had one like that, and I just felt like I didn't even want to lash her anymore. So it's possible. I mean, other than you try, did you see that? Other than you trying to just lift. What are some great ways to market your lash business? Take a look at that 5 free ways to market or get new business post. Let's see. Yo, some of y'all are going crazy in these comments. Like, what? Do you ever stick your glue in rice? I hear volume, fast drying volume adhesives, you shouldn't stick in rice, it dries them out faster. I just store my adhesive right back in the bag that it came in. How can you get better at isolating the natural lash? Stretch. Hi, Ebony. Stretch. Use tape or the biogel pads and just stretch it to the left. Okay. I'm noticing I get the same questions in every live. Oh, so these lives are going to be on YouTube as well, guys. So you can watch them back, okay? Oh, I just got a question in Spanish. What's the date that you're going to be in New York? I want to take a volume class. I will be in New York August 13th to the 14th. What drugstore cleanser do you recommend? I don't. I would use, you can use a baby shampoo, no fragrance. You can use, hi, loose. You can use, as far as makeup remover, oil-free, Neutrogena. Anything oil-free you should always use. But yeah, for cleanser, I like my brand Lash's Lash Lather. It smells really nice. It has like this little bit of a lemony and like some kind of flowerish smell to it. Use the code love LASH411, you'll get 10% off. Gel pads, Beauty by Brittany. Try the Wink Me Pink pads from EBL Lashes. Use code LASH411. Look up, just click the link in my bio and hit LASH411's favorites. Take a look at those products there that are my favorites. When you first started, how much inventory? When you first start, if you're using strips, just get mixed trays of each curl and do a few clients, and just get one tray of a C, one tray of a D, one tray of an L, mixed from 8 to like 14. Just get a mixed tray. Start there. Then you're going to know how much you need of what. Are you doing more C clients? Are you doing more D clients? Are you doing more L clients? Okay. Okay, guys, so I'm going to have to go now because my phone is going to die soon, but it's been a fucking awesome. Amy, I'm sorry again that you felt that way. But yeah, so I'm going to go now and drink the rest of my tea that's non-alcoholic. And no, I'm not high. Somebody asked that question, but happy 420. I might just go get high now. I love you guys. I will see you next Thursday. And yeah. Bye. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, wait. Luce asked me to talk a little bit more about the trade show. June 24th to the 26th. Hit the link in my bio. Hit Lash events. I'm doing the walking tour on June 25th. I'm going to take you around to all of the Lash booths. We're going to meet up in one spot and we're going to go. We're going to go through all of them. I've asked the companies to send me their booth numbers. Those who send me their booth numbers, we're for sure going there. Those who don't, well, if you're a brand and you're watching this, send me your booth number, okay? Bye.